Good evening, Tiger fans, and welcome to WTRB's live broadcast of Ripley High School football tonight. The Ripley High School Tigers at 1-1 travel to Alamo to take on the Crockett County Cavaliers in the first district game of the year. This is Mike White along with Tracy Crazy Horse Henson here to bring you all the live action play-by-play. Crazy Horse, going to be a big night tonight for football. A lot on the line and stake here for both the Tigers and the Cavaliers.
Yeah, it is, Mike. And one thing that I hope that does not happen tonight, and that is that we have 41 flags thrown in tonight's ball game. Last week, that's what it was, but I believe tonight, the Tigers are ready. Well, it was a tough win over Freedom Prep, although Freedom Prep is a private school out of Memphis. A lot of the sports station was expecting them to beat the Tigers last night. I guess on account of the Tigers real young, but we come in tonight, last Friday night, and we pulled out a win, and I'd rather have an ugly win than have a pretty win. A pretty loss, or an ugly loss.
Yeah, I agree with you. Actually, talking to Coach Cruz today, he said that he didn't. He said, a lot of people expect this to walk away with them. He said, if they watch the film, he said, we didn't expect that. He said, we thought if we got up on them early, they might roll over. But he said, we knew if they stayed in the game that they was going to be tough because they were very athletic.
Oh, yeah.
And so he, of course, the Tigers are going to be playing tonight without both of their middle linebackers. They're both injured and they're out. One of them is about 6'3", 260, and the other's about 6'3", 280, and they both run about 4'8", 40. So they're both out, and that's a big loss right in the middle of that defense. Also, there's a offensive tackle that's out, left tackle, or right tackle, and then Bostic got hurt last week, and they think it's just a deep bone bruise, but he's getting an MRI this coming Thursday, and so it'll be the following Tuesday before he gets the results. So he definitely will be out for tonight and for next week's game, and so we're hoping that we have him and some of the others back after that. But so there's going to be some younger guys who have got to step up tonight. And, I told the coach, I said, well, I hope this will help our depth, and he said, well, I hope they actually challenge some of these guys that are coming back because they're doing so well. Tonight's captains for the Ripley High School Tigers are number 3, that's Cedric Mabin. Number 62.
This time, the captains making their way to the center of the field. The captains tonight for the Ripley Tigers. Number 2, Justin Riley. Number 3, Cedric Mabin. Number 6, Tyler Ross, Sr. Number 62, Brian Taylor.
I'll just let the PA announcer tell you, since we're right under the speaker and they're washing us out anyway, so you're probably going to be hearing a lot of that tonight.
Captains for the Cavaliers. Number 3, Eli Myrick. Number 6, Trey Ross. Number 14, Gage Greenhill.
Looks like Crockett County declined, so we'll get the ball first, Mike.
Yeah, Crockett won and they deferred to the second half, so Ripley will have the ball. They'll be receiving on I guess that'd be the south end of the field, and going toward the north or left or right.
Cavaliers win the toss to further towards the second half, and Ripley will receive the opening kickoff in tonight's game.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for us to, because he's going to be on it.
Rocky County fans, get on your feet, because here come the Cavaliers.
Well, I hope he acts like a PA announcer tonight, not a radio announcer, doesn't try to give everything play-by-play, so we can get a word in edgewise at least, hopefully.
Yes, we should have been on the inside, but no reason why we should.
At any rate, we're just about ready for kickoff. Again, Ripley will be receiving, and they'll be running from the left side to the right side of your radio dial. The Tigers are on the north end of the end zone as they get ready to run through the Crush the Calves sign held up by the cheerleaders. And the referees, or the convicts, they're scattered all over the field. And here come the Tigers out on the field. So we're just about ready for kickoff.
You can hear the Crockett County Cavaliers booing the Tigers. That's okay.
I hope they're booing at the end of the game.
I believe we come in here, Mike, and try to
Well, Coach Cruz said that they were young, and he said, you know, they make some mistakes. He said they remind me a lot of our team. He said, you know, they come from a tradition of winning, so they know what it takes to win. He said we're still trying to get there, but he said they're young like we are, and they make some mistakes. Now, we talked a little bit about Coach Pratt's son being the quarterback, Luke Pratt. I think he's a junior. And he said, you know, he's one of these kids that's grew up around football, so he definitely knows how to handle the offense and how to read keys and sometimes just make plays when they're not plays to be made. So we'll see how that comes out. The Cavaliers are spotted the ball on the near hash mark. As they get ready for kickoff, we've got maybe
Daniel Garcia to kick it off.
Kickoff time in Tiger Town. It's a low end-over-end kick. It hits the ground at the 25. It's taking that 25 across the 30 and out to about the 34-yard line.
Anthony Webster on the return takes it out to the 34-yard line. Well, Ripley has his first down and 10.
And as you could hear, that was Webster,
Number
number 7.
on the tackle for the Cavaliers.
And he gets the ball out to the 34-yard line where the Tigers will have it, first down and 10.
I know the Tigers been working on a lot of new stuff this week, Mike. Let's see what the Tigers can do in this first possession.
Well, they've moved some personnel around too. The Tigers do have Squirt lined up in the backfield. Tigers, I like their look tonight. They're in all white, except for just their purple sleeves and purple numbers and their purple helmets. They come up to the line of scrimmage. Wide outs, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Quarterback takes a snap. He hands it off to Squirt. He tries to break it inside, and he has to make it outside. He's trying to get the edge, and he picks up about 5 or 6 yards going around the left side.
Carrying more on the carry. Sam Myrick with the tackle.
He started off left
7
tackle.
on the play.
He started off left
Second
tackle,
down, 3,
and there was
Ripley.
nobody there, so he just bounced it outside and was able to pick up, looks like about 7. It'll be second down and 3 for Ripley. Ball is at the 41-yard line as the Tigers come back to the line of scrimmage. The Tigers will have 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left this time. Shotgun formation. Quarterback takes a snap, and I think it was a miscommunication as Ross is going to be hitting the backfield for a big loss, about a 10-yard loss. He tried to hand it off to a running back, but Ross not there, and had to keep it himself.
Tackled there by Austin Lewis of the Cavaliers.
No blocking out there because they weren't expecting him to run outside. So he loses back to behind the sticks now, so it will be third down 11, ball at the 33-yard line as the Tigers come to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was a good play on that play, Mike. I believe he intended to hand it off to Squirt, number 11, more for the Tigers.
Back up to the line of scrimmage now. Same formation. Quarterback takes a snap. He's wanting to throw, looking downfield, looking. Flushed out of the pocket, rolls to his right. He's going to be sacked behind the line of scrimmage at about the 26-yard line.
Forced out of bounds by number 5, Tyron Bragg for the Cavaliers.
Nowhere to throw it. Nobody open.
Fourth down.
Crockett County defense doing a good job on staying with their man, Mike.
And I'm glad to see that Tyler didn't try to force it and throw a pick there, so we'll have a chance to at least punt it. And I was watching some of the punts in the pregame, and we got some pretty good punts off. We've had a few blocked, and we've got a different blocking back there now. He's a big guy, plays in the offensive line, and so we'll see.
Myrick back deep with the Cavaliers.
2 wide out to either side. Here's a snap. It's high. He gets it down. He gets the punt off. It's low, and it takes a good Tiger bounce as it rolls across the 50 and across the 40 and down to about the 37-yard line. So Ripley will have it first. Crockett will have it first down and 7 from their own 37-yard line. And I don't know. It looked like it might have hit one of the Tigers, or it got off awfully low. I don't know if it was hit by if Ross just didn't get it up high enough, or I couldn't see where the ball actually went. But it does take a good Tiger bounce. So Crockett has the ball first down and 10. They're on 37-yard line. First offensive series for them. 10:15 to go in the first. Pratt takes a snap. He hands it off to his running back off the left side, and he picks up about 4. He's going to be brought down by a host of Tigers. Number 99 and Ross number 6. 99 for the Tigers is Vance Pipkin. He's a sophomore, 5'10", 205 pounds.
Yeah, it looked like Crockett County jumped a little bit on that play, Mike.
So Crockett comes back to the line of scrimmage, double wing formation. Man in motion. They fumble the ball in the backfield, and Pratt has to fall back on it at the quarterback.
On the play,
and they lose it.
And
they get back behind the sticks now, so it'll be second down and about 11 for Crockett as they mishandled the handoff exchange.
On the play. It'll be third down and 11, Crockett County.
Ripley needs to hold him here, Mike.
They do. They got a break there. They need to take advantage of this break.
We need a big old wall right here.
You can bend here, don't break. You know, if you have to give up 4 or 5, just don't give up 11 or don't give up 8. This time Crockett only has one in the backfield, along with Pratt. They've got 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left, the wing back to the right. Quarterback takes a snap. He hands it off, and a misdirection play coming this way. He's got some room. He's into the secondary. He's got the first down as he crosses the 50. And it was just that misdirection play that the double wing is basically known for.
15 yards to the 39-yard line of the Tigers and picks up a Cavalier first down.
They fake it going to the right and then hand it back going to the left. And it was a big hole there, and I have to give them some credit. Ross had a shot at him, but they put a blocker on him that stayed with him. And they finally brought him down, but not until he gets the first down and crosses the 50 at the 49-yard line. So first down and 10 for Crockett County. Man in motion, they hand it up to the fullback. He's been brought down after a short gain off the right side of about 2.
Pruitt on the carry, picked up 2 on the play.
That big line for Crockett County for Ripley doing a good job of containing number 34, but we're going to have to take into account Pratt, the quarterback, and number 48 too, Mike.
Yeah, those misdirection plays, they've been our Achilles heel all year. So with 8:29 and counting, no score here in the first quarter. Here, Ripley and Crockett County. Crockett comes to the line, wide outs to either side. Man in motion. They hand it from the second man going off the left side. He's in the secondary, and he crosses the 40. He's going to be really close to a first down. He's got the first down. They're going to spot it out at about the 38-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down.
9 yards on the play, and that's going to be a Cavalier first down.
Yeah, Crockett come out tonight. They've worked on something misdirection plays, and they run them well.
They've been doing them forever. You know, people they got to stay home and fight off their blocks. That's the main thing they've got to do that they haven't done so far in this game consistently. Crockett hands it to the sweep man in motion. He gets through the first line and he hits a couple of Tigers as they bring him down, but not until he picks up about 9 or 10 yards. They're going to spot him right at the first down marker. I think they're going to call it 2nd and 1.
He picks up close to 10 yards on the play.
No, they're going to give it to
11. That's another Cavalier first down.
A 10.5-yard pickup, so it's a first down for Crockett County as they are down to the 27-yard line. First down and 10 with 7:35 to go in the first quarter. No score here early. This is Crockett County's first possession.
And they're doing a good job working that ball down the field.
They are eating up a lot of clock in the process. Crockett back up to the line. They hand it off to the fullback. And he gets into the secondary, and he's down close to the 15-yard line.
Takes it down to the 22-yard line.
So it's at the 15, 16-yard line,
right,
so it's enough for a first down.
Once again.
Well, they're bringing it back. It's a hold.
Holding against the Cavaliers.
So I'm glad to see a flag finally goes our way. This is the first flag in the game, but we had enough last week that lasts us the whole season.
Yeah, 41. That was way too many.
So
the other night, I'm glad that we don't have them same referee tonight.
So it's first down and 15 for Crockett. Ball is back at the 35-yard line. 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. No score. Crockett comes back to the line of scrimmage, puts a man in motion. Quarterback pulls it out. He's going to run it himself. Good open field tackle there, made by number 21 for the Ripley Tigers. That was Devon Bailey. He is a junior
for the Tigers.
27 for the Tigers. Okay, Bradley Johnson.
Second down for the Cavaliers.
So just a pickup of, well, really not anything, maybe a yard. We'll call it second down and 14 as we are at the 6-minute and 40-second mark to go here in the first quarter. Man in motion. The quarterback hands it to the man in motion, trying to go off tackle. He gets through the first line of tacklers and makes it to the linebacker position, but still only back to about the original line of scrimmage.
Line.
Let's see, they're going to spot him down at the 26.
Be 3rd down and 9 now for the Cavaliers.
6:14 to go. Big 3rd down here for Crockett. Tigers need to stiffen up here. Crockett sends one wide out to either side. Man in motion. They hand it to the fullback going off the left side. No, he pulls it out and it's a pitch. He's got wide open space there, nothing but daylight. He's going to dance into the end zone untouched. So with 5:48 to go here in the first quarter, Crockett draws first blood. The score of 6-0 on a 26-yard scamper on a pitch out from Pratt to his running back. And we got sucked in on that off tackle play again, and they pitched out there and had one man to beat, and they had a blocker out in front, and he never was touched before he got in the end zone.
Daniel Garcia will take the extra point.
And here comes a flag in because Ripley's going to be called for too many men on the field. One of the Tigers runs off late. Now he turns around and runs back on. And someone else comes on.
For Ripley.
So it's declined.
Penalty is declined.
It's a nice game, Mike. We're just going to have to watch everything. Crockett's good at the rest of them sneaky plays.
The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it's close. It is good. It just barely cleared the upright. So with 5:48 to go here in the first quarter, Crockett on top, 7-0.
Let's see what the Tigers can do on this next possession.
Now the Tigers need to answer here. Again, we apologize for being right under the speakers, but that's the only place they would let us sit tonight, so we just have to play the hand we're dealt tonight. So it's 5:48 to go in the opening quarter. Crockett on their opening possession marches down the field and scores with 5:48 to go, and they're up 7-0 as the Tigers are ready to receive. And back deep for the Tigers, number 27, Bradley Johnson.
Garcia sets to kick it off.
They can't see the receiver on this side. Back here, it's just a squibble kick. It's going to be taken at the 30. He crosses he tries to get to the 35. He's going to be brought down about the 34-yard line.
Hunter Crowder on the return.
I believe Hunter's a sophomore.
I'll take the 34-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Ripley.
He's a junior.
A junior. I talked to his parents last night at Rock Palace, or the other night, or Saturday, about him playing football.
Ripley comes up to the line of scrimmage, 2 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Quarterback takes a snap, he hands it off, and he stands it off the square. He starts inside, and he's going to break back across the middle of the field, and he comes back to this side. He's going to break a couple of tackles. He twists and turns. He picks up about 2 or 3 yards, but that was great because he could have lost 5 or 6 on the play.
Yeah.
Moore on the carry.
Moore comes up limping a little bit off that run. He's done a good
Sam
job.
Myrick and Trey Reddick teamed up on that tackle for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, he's a little gimpy out there.
Hopefully take him out.
Oh, let him run it off. We'll find out on the next play how hurt he is. 5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. It's 2nd down and 8 for Ripley. Ball on the 36-yard line. Quarterback takes a snap. They hand it to him again. He starts inside. Now he breaks it back outside again. He's across the 40. He's hit at the 41 and gets out to he's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 41.
Tackle by
So
Greenhill.
a pickup of about 4 on the play.
Once again, that's a good move by Moore on that run because he had to do some magic trick.
3rd down and 3 for Ripley.
So the ball's at the 41-yard line, 3rd down and 3 with 4:47 to go here in the first. Ripley's 2nd offensive possession. 2 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation. Quarterback takes a snap. He hands it off to Moore as he starts to the left, and he tries to turn it up in the line, but there's no goal. He's going to lose about a yard on the play, so it'll bring up 4th
Tyron Bragg,
3 or
the Cavaliers, brings up 4th down to the Tigers.
For the Tigers.
And I don't understand that play, man. I would have thought they would have ran that. I mean, passed that ball off.
4:20 and counting. 4th down and 3. Ball is on the 41-yard line. Here's the snap. And almost blocked, but he gets it off high, and it takes a good Tiger bounce as it hits at the 40 and rolls down to about the 32-yard line.
32-yard line of the Cavaliers.
That's where Crockett will have their second offensive possession here. They'll start their own 32 with 3:57 to go here in the first.
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing on offense, but evidently it's not working.
Crockett comes to the line of scrimmage. Wide outs to either side. They look to the sideline to get the call. Pratt takes the snap. He's going to throw a slant right over the middle, and it was in and out of the hands of the receiver, number 13 for Crockett, and they should have had it, and we actually had an opportunity to have picked it off.
Yeah, Maven hit right there at that ball. He should have picked it
Pass
off.
goes incomplete.
Number 13 is Travis Privet. He's a 5'10", 153-pound senior. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for Crockett still at their own 32. With 3:53, the clock stopped on that incompletion. Quarterback takes the snap, hands it right up the middle to the big fullback, and he's hit as he crosses the 35 out to about the 36-yard line. So it'll bring up 3rd down and about 6.
Picked up 4 on the play. It'll be 3rd down 6
I
for
don't
the
know who it was for
Cavaliers.
Ruby Tigers, but they put that helmet into him when he come across that line.
Yeah, they just needed to do it about 4 yards sooner.
Yeah.
So big 3rd down play again here for Crockett.
We need to hold him here.
Man in motion. They hand it to the man in motion. He goes off tackle. He's got some room. He's in the secondary. He's going to be shoved out of bounds, but not until he crosses the 50 and down to about the 41-yard line.
Into the game, Josh Owen on the handoff.
The clock stops with 3:11 to go in the first.
Takes it across
First down
midfield.
for Crockett. Ball at the
The
42-yard line.
42-yard line of the Tigers, and it's 1st and 10, Crockett County.
I know we can't be that soft on defense.
No, we're just not playing our responsibilities. Crockett back up to the line, wide outs to either side. Man in motion. They hand it to the fullback. No, he pulls it back out. Pratt does. He's looking for this option. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to be tackled, but not until he crosses the 30 and gets the first down. And down
Right on the quarterback keeper,
about
picks
the
up
29-yard
another
line.
Cavalier first down.
And that was just an option. He actually was a triple option. He had the opportunity to hand it off. He pulled it out, and we didn't take the quarterback, and so he just turned it up and ran it and was able to pick up the first down. First down and 10, 2:26 to go in the first. 7-0, Crockett over Ripley. Man in motion. They hand it to the man in motion going off right tackle, and he gets into the secondary.
Ready from the
Second level.
down to the 20-yard line for a gain of 9 on the play.
So it'll be 2nd down and 1. A pickup of 9 at the 20 has to be just across the 20 to get to the first down marker. 2 minutes to go here in the first. Again, Crockett 7, Ripley 0.
So far, Crockett's done an excellent job of getting this ball downfield.
Wide out to either side again for Crockett. Man in motion. They hand it to the man in motion coming this way. He's a jet sweep, and he's going to be brought down. No, he's going to break 2 or 3 tackles and go into the end zone.
Handoff goes to Josh Owen.
1:45 to go. We should have had him at the 10-yard line.
For the Cavaliers,
We had him
touchdown.
stopped, and we just didn't hold on. He kept his legs moving and was able to break those tackles and get in the end zone for a Cavalier touchdown to open the score up now 13-0.
I just don't want to stand. I mean, I'm like you, Mike. We're not staying with our position, and we're just letting them just run right by us.
Garcia into the extra point.
There's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. So we'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with the Cavalier kickoff right after this.
In the first quarter. Crockett County 14.
Went up the score 14-0 with 1:35 to go in the first.
Garcia sets to kick it off once again.
Same kind of kick right on the ground. It's going to be taken at the 28-yard line across the 30 to 35, and that's about it. Number 80, I believe, was the one carrying the ball.
Ball taken out to the 36-yard line.
Fincher.
Adam Castellon on the tackle for the Cavaliers.
So Ripley will have the ball, first down and 10. Ball is at the 36-yard line.
We need to answer with something right here.
We do.
Big time. It shows Crockett County that we're not a pushover.
I mean, if you look out there, we're bigger than they are all across the front.
And they're beating us.
Going to be a pass. Quarterback, he's got a man. No, he's covered, so he's going to pull it down and try to run it. Now he tries to pump fake it, and he's hit, and a flag comes in. It's going to be a defensive penalty. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's going to be held.
Flag at the end of the play.
It's going to be whatever they did. They did it to Ross. I didn't see exactly what it was. We've got a rail right in front of us. It was just about in my line of sight, and it's a face mask
against the Cavaliers.
So you're right, Tracy. It was a face mask against the Cavaliers.
Yeah, I can barely see over his rail, and I saw it when he went up.
I have to when they're this side of the hash mark. I have to either raise up,
right
look above the rail, or look down and look below it. So the ball is right at midfield, first down and 10 for Ripley at the 50-yard line, and he take advantage of this break. 1:22 to go in the first. Crockett on top, 14-0. Ross in shotgun formation, wanting to throw, looking downfield, flushed out of the pocket. Now he dumps it off in the flat to Squirt. He's got the first down and more. He's out on the far sideline. He's got one man to beat. He's going to be down to the 10-yard line. Big run there, and that was a really good job of Ross's. That was his safety valve. He's looking downfield, wanting to throw it downfield, and nobody was open, so he dumped it off to Squirt. And then Squirt did a good job on his own of just making some yards after the catch.
And Crockett County had to come from behind to catch him. But a great run.
So it's first down and 10, ball at the 11-yard line.
We should have done that about 12 minutes ago.
1 minute to go in the first quarter. First down and 10 for Ripley at the 11-yard line. Ripley takes a snap and hand it off to Squirt, going right up the middle, and he dives forward for a pickup of about 3.
Down to the 8. Gain of 3 on the play. Second and 7, Ripley.
Well, we're not giving up. We're still fighting, and that's what I like to see. As long as we're still fighting, we got a chance. We'll quit fighting, we're done. So the Tigers should get one more play off before the end of the quarter. 26 seconds. Wide outs to either side. Quarterback takes a snap. He hands it off to Squirt. He's got some room outside, and he's going to be brought down, but he's going to be down close to a first down mark. At 13 seconds to go. They're going to say, I believe they're going to say he's short about a yard, so it'll be third down and 1.
Takes it to the 3-yard line. And that is the end of the first quarter of play. We're on score.
So when we come back, it'll be third down and 2 for Ripley at the 3-yard line. So we'll take a 1-minute timeout and be back with the second quarter right after this. Crockett County on top, 14-0. Ripley threatening as they are at the 2-yard line. It's third down and 2 to go. Ball on the 3. The Tigers need to get a first down here. Ripley lines up with one wide out to the right. They go straight up the gut. And squirts in for a Tiger touchdown.
And off
And
goes
with
the Lord.
11:55 to go
For the
in the
Ripley
second
touchdown.
quarter, Ripley knocks that goose egg off and tightens up the score now 6-14 as we get ready for the PAT. We got a good push that time off the left side of the offensive line.
That's going to be Eric and I can't put on that. 68-70.
Caleb Hawkins
Hawkins in.
the extra point.
Point is up, and it is good. So it's 11:55 to go in the second quarter.
11:55 to play the
Ripley
first half.
7, Crockett County 14.
Ripley 7.
I want to give a shout out to my mom, Joyce Dunaway, who's listening tonight from Halls, and Jay Dunaway. Also, Kenneth and Randy Roark, they always listen to us if they're not at the game.
Field goal kick. And we've had our drawing. Tonight's kicker is Anthony Cathy. Anthony Cathy, make your way to the north end zone right before halftime and get ready. Track that $100 field goal kick sponsored by Farm Bureau Insurance.
Also, shout out to Dan Douglas, who always listens to us. Super fan, Mr. Jimmy Hill and Jimmy Kiesler. And old buddy, Buddy Pennington, he always listens to us. So appreciate knowing all the ones. And if you let me know you're listening or if you're listening in any kind of way, I'll be sure to give you a shout out as well. Actually, I was talking to Jimmy Kiesler after last week's game. I said he played quarterback in high school. He said, well, he played a little when he was a freshman. Said he mainly played wingback and tailback in high school. And I think he was about 8 to 10 years ahead of me, so that would have been in the late 60s. And he may have been on that, I think it was 68 team that won the Big Ten championship. Hawkins to kick off now. He'll be kicking off from the near sideline. From the near hash mark. And I hope he needs to put this in the end zone. He's done it just about all of them this year, for the most part. And here's a long end-over-end kick. And it's going to go all the way back only to the 3. And so he's out across the 15, the 20, and the 25, and he's going to be tripped up at the 30-yard line, brought down about the 31. So that's where Crockett will have it. First down and 10 at their own 31-yard line with 11:49 to go in the first, or second.
A good job by the Tigers.
Josh Owens on the return takes it out to the 31-yard line.
Good job tonight,
It'll be first and 10, Crockett County.
So the Tigers back on defense.
Tigers come out tonight with some fight. That's what they needed.
They need to hold their feet to the fire now. First down and 10, ball on 31-yard line for Crockett. Man in motion from right to left. And the hand off the left side, hitting the backfield. No, he pulls it out. Pratt does. He runs the option, and he tosses it out. He gets the pitch off, and he picks up about 4 yards off the left side. And I'd say we did a couple of good things that time.
Tosses it to Nate Sarver.
We took the dive man.
About 3 on the play. It'll be second down, 7.
We took the dive man just out of the play, and then we did make Pratt pitch the ball, and then we did a pretty good job of only allowing the pitch man to pick up about 3 yards. So it's going to be second down and 7, ball on the 35-yard line, 11:15 to go in the second quarter. Again, Ripley 7, Crockett County 14. Here's the snap, and the quarterback pulls it out again. We made him pitch. Good job there. Now we just got to get that pitch man. And he ran over at one of our players, but a flag comes in.
Josh Owens on the carry. Gain of 12 on the play. There's a penalty flag on the field.
And I believe that's going to go against Crockett. I didn't see.
No, block in the back.
Yeah, against Crockett.
Block in the back.
That's even better.
Against the Cavaliers.
So that'll move them back.
15 yards, or he may be back to
He's going to move it back to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
So it's now going to be second down and about 6.
Second down, 6.
10:50 to go in the second quarter. Again, Ripley 7, Crockett 14. Crockett up to the line, wide outs to either side. Quarterback takes the snap. He hands it off to the fullback right up the gut, and he is brought down by a host of Tigers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I counted 5 Tigers getting off of it.
Brings up third down, and 5 Cavaliers.
One of the Tigers, number 92, I actually just got a text from the coach before the game telling me 92 is wearing a different number. That's Keontae Smith.
I'm going to tell you what, the offensive and defensive line for the Tigers has got at least 50 pounds on Crockett County.
They do.
He's playing back up a 3rd down and 5. We need to hold him here.
That's it. Ball on the 36-yard line. Quarterback takes a snap, and it's a misdirection play going back the other way. And he's got the first down, or he's awfully close to it.
Nate Sauger on the carry, takes it to the 42.5-yard line. Enough for a Cavalier
We're
first
doing a better job of
down.
containing them and keeping them inside.
Yeah, we hadn't let them out. Of course, you know, they're running that inside misdirection play that you run off of the double wing most of the time. And, you know, we bent a little bit too much that time, gave them the first down. So it's 1st down and 10, ball at the 42-yard line with 9:40 to go in the first. Man in motion. Quarterback pulls it out again, and he's going to turn it up himself. And he picks up about 5.
Luke Pratt on the quarterback keeper picks up 5 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Cavaliers.
And a Tiger down. I think he's going to be able to get up under his own power.
That's Eric, number 68. I can't remember.
I think Huddleston maybe. Huddleston. He's a senior, 6'3", 300. And so they're going to take an injury timeout and give him a minute for the coaches to come out and check him out. I think it seems like he'll probably be all right. We'll have to come out and set for a play.
Yeah, I know Darren, I don't know, remember, it might have been against the South Side, man. He got that stung on his shoulder.
So with 9:24 to go in the second quarter, it's Ripley 7, Crockett County 14. When play resumes after the injury timeout, it'll be 2nd down and 5. In ball just shy of the 50-yard line at the 48. But Tracy, this has been a better ball game against a better quality opponent than we played all year so far.
Well, Southside come out and beat us 55-10, but like Rick Flair said, to be the best, you got to beat the best, Mike. I mean,
you know, I'm sure Crockett's not going to be the best team we play this year.
No.
But they're always a good football team.
Oh yeah, they're always fundamentally sound.
But like I said, I mean, yeah, we played a better team in Southside, I think, but we didn't play as well. So I think we played better for a better quality or caliber opponent here. But 2nd down and 5, man in motion for Crockett. They pull what back. He's looking for a pass downfield. He's got a man. He's got a couple of steps, and he overthrows him. Pratt overthrows him about 2 or 3 yards, and he takes a spill at the end there. He was hit, and I was trying to see who hit him. I think it was number 56. 56 for Ripley was Tyler Rogers, and he made Pratt pay for that one. And he threw it a little long, so it's now 3rd down and 5 for Crockett at the 48-yard line.
What we need to do here, we need to watch that shuttle pass or that option pass that Pratt does. Just get this ball back and try to tie this thing up before we go into halftime.
9 minutes and 5 seconds to go until halftime. Whistle comes in, and there's going to be a Crockett County timeout. So with their timeout, we'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with Tiger football right after this. Here in Crockett County, as Ripley trails 14-7. For Crockett, it'll be 3rd down and 5, ball on their own 48-yard line.
I would look for one of them misdirection plays right here, Mike.
Well, they're famous for it. Crockett comes to the line, man in motion, and they hand us off going to the sweep, going around the right side. He's into the secondary. Got the 1st down and more as he's going to be brought down at about the 30-yard line. That wasn't anything fancy there. It was just
2 yards on the carry and Cavalier first down.
They has handed ball to the man in motion, and he just, instead of breaking it outside, he broke it inside off tackle and got into the second level and got down to the 30-yard line. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for Crockett at the Tiger 30-yard line.
When we saw him going in motion, we should have had a man going in motion.
Crockett hands the ball, though. The quarterback pulls it out. Now he's looking to throw downfield. He's got a man again. Overthrows him. Overthrows the same man. And so it'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
Those incomplete.
The ball intended.
2nd and 10, Cavaliers.
I believe that's number 40. 49 for Crockett is Christopher Moniker. No, that's Nate Sarver, 5'11", 186-pound junior. Crockett back up to the line of scrimmage. Man in motion again, and they hand it to him, going off left tackle, and a good stop there by number 7 of the Tigers. That was Webster, the sophomore. He picks up 2 going off the left side, so now it'll be third down and 8.
Ripley done a good job of staying at home, Mike.
They did. They've seen this enough. So as we hit the 8-minute mark, Crockett County is in a 3rd and 8 situation on the Tiger 28-yard line, on top, 14-7. Man in motion, and they hand it to him again, going off the right side, and a good stop there by the Ripley Tigers. He picks up about 4 or 5. And number 7, Anthony Webster, makes the tackle for the Tigers.
That's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's going to be 4th and about 3 for Crockett, and I don't see any personnel changes. They think they can make it. And I don't know what kind of kicker they've got.
It'll be 4th and 2 for the Cavaliers.
So the Tigers need to stand tall here. This would be a big chance to put up a big effort to get the ball over on downs here. Don't let them pull you off sides. And they hand it to the man in motion. He's got the first down as he crosses the 20, down the 15, down to a 14-yard line.
14-yard line, gain of 8, and a Cavalier first down.
I'll tell you what, the Ripley defense is playing a whole lot better tonight, Mike, than they did last Friday night.
You're right. They're playing a lot better. I mean, they're giving up too much real estate at a time, but they're not giving up huge chunks, and not 20, 30 yards. And they hand the ball off. The quarterback pulls it out this time, and he's going to walk into the end zone. And again, I got to give it to the quarterback.
Pratt on the quarterback keeper. He scurries 14 yards for the Cavalier touchdown.
What he did there was he came out like he was going to pitch it, and he actually put the ball out in his left hand. All the Tigers went toward the pitch man, and it left a big lane there, and he just cut up the lane because whoever was supposed to have the quarterback went for the pitch man.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say, was we didn't account for that quarterback.
That's right. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. So with 6:59 to go in the second quarter, Crockett County 21, Ripley 7. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with the Cavalier kickoff right after this. We're ready for the Cavalier kickoff, kicking off from the far hash mark. Cavaliers just scored, making the score now 21-7, Crockett over Ripley with 6:59 to go in the second quarter.
We need to come back and score again.
And it's a swivel kick right along the ground again, taking it to 31. He's going to be across the 35 and brought down about the 37-yard line. Now they're giving us some pretty good field position to start.
For Ripley, ball taken out to the 37-yard line.
I ain't so sure if I wouldn't put Maven or Squirt back here in that same
It'll be first and 10, Ripley.
Yeah, I mean they're not kicking to us. They're not kicking deep. I don't know if it's because they can't or they don't want to.
They got a lot of confidence in their defense.
Yeah, or that too. That's right. Moore is back in at tailback. He's the single setback. Quarterback takes a snap. He looks to his left, rolling to his left, trying to low downfield. And Squirt makes a great blocking, almost picked off. The ball was intended for Barham, and it's kind of thrown behind him and hits the same player, number 49,
Quarterback
in the arms, and it falls incomplete. But the best thing I saw on that play was Squirt put his man down on the ground. He did a good job of blocking.
Second down, 10, Ripley.
At least we got somebody on there that hit.
He's been hit enough, so I'm sure he likes to dish it out every once in a while.
Yeah.
Tigers have 3 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Squirt the single setback. Shotgun formation. Ross drops straight back. He's looking. He's going to throw it over to Squirt on this side. He breaks a couple of tackles, and they grabbed him around. Looked like he had him by the face mask. They twisted him around, but no flag comes out. So they're only going to give him about a 2-yard pickup. So it'll make it 3rd down and 8 for Ripley.
A couple on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Tigers.
Tigers look to the sideline. One-man backfield. And that's more. 2 wide outs to either side. High snap, the quarterback gets it down. They've got a man coming after him. He's going to have to get rid of it. He's going to be sacked. He's going to go down behind the 30-yard line at about the 29-yard line. So big loss on that.
Ross is sacked by Nate Sarver.
Back behind the sticks now. It's going to be 4th down and
the
about
29-yard
18.
line. It brings up 4th down for the Tigers.
5:30 to go until halftime.
We're going to give Crockett County back the ball.
Yeah, they'll get it to start the second half. Flag comes in. I think it's going to be a delay of game. And that's what the Tigers take a timeout.
Their first time out of the half.
They take the timeout before the clock was right at 0, so they took the timeout as opposed to getting the penalty for delay of game. So it's, when play resumes, it'll be 5:12 to go until halftime. Crockett up 21-7 over the Tigers. It'll be 4th down and 18, ball on the 29-yard line.
I just don't understand. Like, maybe you can explain to me. Either Crockett County's that good in defense and offense and blocking, or the
Excuse me. Now this time, and I'm glad to see this, we're actually going to have Hawkins back punting. I saw him doing some punting before the game, and he was booming them downfield. So instead of Ross punting, they're going to put Hawkins in. Yeah, I called him Mr. Foot. He gets the snap, and it's going to be a high kick, not extremely long, but it's really high, and it's going to take a Tiger bounce as it rolls down to about the 39-yard line.
39-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Cavaliers.
It wasn't extremely long, but it was high enough that we had our coverage down there, so they just backed away from the ball. And so Crockett will have the ball 1st down and 10 at their own 39-yard line with 5:02 to go until halftime.
And he is preseason 4A in kicking.
All state.
All state.
Crockett breaks the huddle, comes to the line. Wide outs to either side. Shotgun double wing formation. Man in motion. Quarterback pulls it out. He's being chased, and the Tigers get a sack.
All right, on the Tigers.
And that's number 35, I believe. Is that Hammer?
I think it is Hammer.
Luke Pratt.
Yeah, no, that's Storm.
Storm Morgan.
Storm Morgan.
Of the Tigers.
And he gets him back for about a 7-yard loss. And Pratt was rolling to his right, wanting to throw, and Storm just gave a big chase and caught him in the backfield. And he came from the right side and chased him all the way to the backside and was able to bring him down for about an 8-yard loss. So it's 2nd down and 18, ball back now on the 31-yard line. Good defensive play there by the Ripley Tigers. Man in motion. They hand it to, going off this side, they hand it to the tailback, and he's tripped up. But he gets back close to the line of scrimmage and a fumble at the end of the play. I want to say Crockett got it back.
Terry Reddick on the carry, pickup of 6 on the play.
Yeah, the lineman recovered it, number 59. It was fumbled. So he gets back still short of the original
3rd
line
down
of scrimmage.
12 for the Cavaliers.
So it'll be 3rd down and 12. Ball is on the 38-yard line.
Crockett defense has picked up. The Storm just come in and just stormed.
He rained all over.
Sure did. Might have been a little thunder in there with that rain, or a little lightning. I never can tell.
What my grandparents used to tell me, said, boy, you better straighten up or I'll cloud up and rain all over you. Here come the Tigers' defenses. They need to stand tall in this play here as the quarterback rolls to his left, wanting to throw, and he steps up and fires incomplete. Nobody in the vicinity there. So it's going to bring up the first 4th down.
Incomplete.
Well, it's not the first one. They went for it on their first one, but it was 4th and short, and this is going to be 4th and 12. So it should be a punting situation for Crockett as they do bring on personnel that would make you think that they would be punting.
The coaches did a good job on rearranging that defense for the Tigers because we got some guys in there now, Mike, that can run. Or you know what I'm talking about? That's able to get in that backfield.
Yep. Good defensive series there by the Ripley Tigers. Tigers have one man back deep at his 30. And here's the punt. It's going to hit the ground at the 30 and just about die. It does roll about 3 more yards down to the
27-yard line. What'll be first and 10 Tigers.
So Ripley will have the ball first down and 10.
The Tigers need to put together a good drive here, Mike.
They do.
Even if we don't get the 3 out of it, we need to put together a good drive and score. Because Crockett County, if it wasn't for their misdirection, I believe it'd be a whole lot closer. Well, it is. I mean, the game is closer than what the scoreboard says.
Well, we've only got 3 minutes and 19 seconds until halftime. So Ripley has the ball at their own 27, first down and 10. I think Crockett is 2-0, Ripley 1-1. Quarterback takes the snap, he hands it to Squirt, and the flag comes in, I thought. But either way, they're going to sling him down back behind the line of scrimmage.
Carry, Nate Sarver on the tackle.
I thought I heard a whistle or saw a flag, but evidently not.
Loss of 3 on the play. It'll be second down 13 for the Tigers.
So the Tigers now back at the 24. Just didn't get any blocking at all on the edge, and there was nowhere for Squirt to run. I can't put that on him. 2 minutes and 43 seconds left until halftime. Second down 13 for Ripley. Quarterback takes a snap. He hands it off. No, he fakes it to Squirt, and he's got a completion over the middle of the field. He's right at the first down marker. I think that was number 23, maybe.
Ross's pass complete to Darius Curry.
Curry. And that does pick up a Tiger first down.
12 yards on the play, and it's first down, Ripley.
That's what we're going to have to do to keep that defense honest.
Yeah, not having ball stick in takes a big weapon away, and they're not respecting our pass at this point. They're playing run all the way. So we've got to complete some passes downfield to get them out of that tackle box that allows us to run. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go until halftime. Quarterback takes a snap. It's a misdirect, or actually it's a miscommunication in the backfield. And he looked like he wanted to toss it to his left, and he looked over there just as he was getting ready to toss it. There was nobody there. So he had to take it and run to his right. And so he's going to lose. Well, he doesn't really lose anything. Back to the original line of scrimmage, so it'll be second down and 10.
Second down, 10,
with 1:45 to go until halftime. It's second down and 10 for Ripley at their own 37-yard line. 2 wide left, 1 wide right. Ross wants to throw. He's dropping straight back. He's got a man down the middle of the field, and it's caught. Boy, he's going to go all the way. And so touchdown, Tigers.
Ross pass complete to Curry.
And that was Curry as he caught the ball about the 35-yard line and goes all the way down the field for a 63-yard touchdown. So that will put the Tigers back in the ball game as they get ready to line up for the PAT. Hopefully to make the score 21-14. And that's exactly what the Tigers need to do to loosen up. Once they complete a few passes like that, they'll be able to run the ball better.
That's exactly right, Mike. If we can just do patches like that and make it honest, we're going to be okay.
And Ross did a good job of leading him, and I've got to say that Curry did a fantastic job of coming up after that ball and a great run afterward, and the PAT is good. So with 1:26 to go until halftime, Ripley 14, Crockett County 21.
Crockett County 21, Ripley 14.
We got a ball game here, folks.
Yes, we do. I ain't seen the Tiger play this good since 2005, 6, 7, 10, 12.
Probably 10.
Probably 10. But that goes back to show you that these Tigers don't want to quit.
No, and that's the biggest difference between this team and the teams they've had in the last few years.
And I believe they got some kids out there that don't want to quit.
Yeah.
But and Courier had to come up about 2 foot in the air to catch it.
Oh, yeah. The ball was a little high, but he put it where nobody could catch it but Curry. And Curry went up, caught the ball, and in stride, and was able to just take it downfield and outrun a couple of people, split the seam down there. And it was obvious after about 5 or 10 yards, no one was going to catch him.
We need to put this ball in the end zone and make him work it back from the play.
1:26 to go until halftime. Ripley 14, Crockett 21. Hawkins line sets the ball down on the hash mark on the near side.
Caleb Hawkins sets to kick it off.
Here's the kick, a long end-over-end kick, going to be taken at the 6, and he fumbles the ball, but he picks it up at the 10. He's out across the 15, the 20, and the 25, and a flag comes in, and that, which looks to me like that's going to be a penalty against Crockett. That should be a block below the waist.
If it is, that's going to move him back close to the goal
Owens
line.
on the return, takes it to the 25. There's a penalty on the field. Holding against the Cavaliers.
So that'll back them up 10.
That's good.
Last week we had as we talked about earlier, we had a lot of penalties. Talking to the coach afterwards, he said, you know, there were a lot of phantom penalties out there. He said, when we went back and watched the film, we would see a flag and then we would rewind to see what the call. So once we saw what the call was, where it came in, he said we couldn't find it, and I have to say, so far, you know, I know it's easy to say because we just got this call.
12-yard line, first and 10 Cavaliers.
But I think a better officiating crew, at least a better job tonight anyway. 1:19 to go until halftime. First down and 10, ball back at the 12-yard line for Crockett. They hand the ball to running back going off the right side, and he breaks the first tackle. He gets the first down, doesn't want to go down, and fumbles the ball.
Fumble on the play.
They're going to say he was down.
Takes it out to the 28-yard line.
He gets it out from the 12 to the 28-yard
16-yard pickup and a Cavalier first down.
He was going down.
The ball looked like it came out, but I didn't see who recovered it, but they called it down. So Crockett's ball, first down and 10, 28-yard line. Misdirection play coming back this way. He's got one man that's going to bring him down.
On the carry,
He picks up about 13.
Line. 17-yard pickup, another Cavalier first down.
So they're ripping some big ones, and again, that's that misdirection play where they fake it one way and just run it back across buck or a counter, whatever you want to call it. And so the Tigers need to slow that down. If they get one more, I'd call a timeout. And he wants to throw this time. He's Ripley in position. Ripley was in position. They had a better position on the ball to catch it than Crockett did, as Pratt led the receiver about 10 yards, and we had a man within about 3 yards of it. Couldn't come down with it, but that stops the clock. With 48 seconds to go, it's going to be second down and 10 for Crockett, ball at their own 45-yard line.
Yeah, if Caleb, not Caleb, but arm had been about another foot, it had been an interception.
Second down and 10. Wide outs to either side. Crockett hands it to the man in motion, number 49, going off the left side. He's got the first down, and he's going to be dragged down before I get corrected. At the
Stronger on the carry, he picked up 12 yards, and the Cavalier first down.
44-yard line.
We need to get the turnover here now.
First down and 10. Pratt wanting to throw, and he throws it. He leads his man too much and too low.
Pass goes incomplete. The second down.
Does fall incomplete
Cavaliers.
with 32 seconds to go in the first half. Again, Ripley 14, Crockett 21.
Crockett County jumped off sides on that. Sanders went way too quick. Tigers need to hold him here.
.32 seconds to go until halftime. Second down and 10 for Crockett at the Tiger 49. Man in motion. They hand it to the man in motion. And he picks up about 2 or 3 off the right-hand side. And there's going to be a timeout called.
The clock never did start.
Sure did.
Stronger on the carry.
Crockett calls a timeout, but I don't know why they need to call a timeout because they didn't run any time off the clock.
That's right.
Time on the field. Crockett County, their second timeout.
Well, that should eat up 5 or 6 seconds. We should be, in the 20s.
Lead.
If they weren't going to run the clock, I wouldn't waste the timeout.
That was crazy, wasn't it?
That was.
I mean, because like you said, it was about 5 or 6, 7 seconds. They should have come off that clock.
Yep.
From the time the ball was snapped to the quarterback until the time he handed it off.
Yeah, until he was down. And no time ran, and no one seems to care. And I can't see the far sideline, but if the coaches caught on to that, I'm sure they're jumping up and down. I would be.
That's what they call a little home cooking.
Free, that's what you call a free play, that's for sure, or at least time-wise. But it is 3rd down now. 3rd down and 7. Ball at the 42-yard line. Still 32 seconds to go. Quarterback takes a snap. He rolls to his left, wanting to throw long downfield. He's got a man. It's picked off by the Tigers. And Barham has it. He comes across the 20, the 25. He gets across the 25 and down to 30 with 20 seconds to go until halftime. The Tigers pick off Pratt. And so they'll have 20 seconds to work with. And now's when you wish you had Bostic.
Pass is intercepted by Gage Barham for the Tigers.
Well, we got a chance to at least get 4 plays downfield, Mike. I mean, at least throws anyway.
Well, if we can get down, across the 40, we've got a chance to put 3 up with Hawkins. And the Tigers still have, they may have all 3 of their timeouts. I know they got at least 2.
No, I think they took, I know they got 2. I think they took 1 earlier.
So Ross brings his team to the line, 2 wideouts to either side, rolling to his right, looking downfield, wanting to throw. He's flushed out of the pocket, throws into the flat. It's complete to Barham. He's got the 1st down and see if he can get out of bounds. He's going to break the tackle. Going down the sideline. 1 man to beat. He is going to go all the way down to inside the 10 to about the 8-yard line with 5 seconds to go until halftime. Was that Barham?
That was Barham.
No, that was number 10.
No, number 10.
That was Hunter.
That was
Hunter Crowder. And I got to say, I thought he was going to be down. They're going to say that he stepped out of bounds, I think. No, the Tigers take a
Time on the
timeout.
field, Ripley.
And
Their
so
2nd time out of the half.
I will say, now they're going to say he stepped out to 21. That's where they got the ball spotted.
21-yard line.
They didn't actually
down. Tigers.
They didn't actually bring him down until he was inside the 5, but they're going to say he was down to 21. That'll be interesting to hear for me to see if the coach Cruz decides to kick a field goal and take the 3, or tries to run 1 quick play and then call a timeout and then kick the 3.
What would you do?
Well,
Do the 3?
I'd probably try to run an out route and try to either throw it quick and get out of bounds, or just throw it away and try to have a couple of seconds left. And then call a timeout and then line up for the field goal. But, things don't always work the way that you plan or line them out to. And so the Tigers are going to go for it.
The Tigers come out, I don't know what the coach has said to him earlier, but now they're going to go for a field goal, Mike.
Yeah, they are. They're going to be spotted back at the 28-yard line, so a 38-yard attempt by Ripley. And this could be huge for Ripley if they could tighten this score to 17 to 21.
Hawkins in the game to attempt the field goal.
We know he's got the leg for it.
38-yarder.
Cruz calls another timeout.
Ripley will take another timeout, their final timeout of the half.
That evidently he didn't like the personnel or didn't like the alignment or something. But no harm, no foul there. If you're going for it, you might as well burn all your timeouts. You can't take them in and use them in the second half.
I'm going to tell you what, I wouldn't be so sure if they didn't do a little trickery of their own.
I'd be surprised if they did.
Because we got number 3, maybe over on this left side.
Yeah, I don't think you throw away for sure 3, because you only got 1 play. If he gets down to the 1-inch line and pushed out of bounds, it's all for nothing. But we'll see what Coach Cruz thinks. It doesn't make any difference what we think.
That's right. We can just call it.
We'll just call it the way he draws it up, hopefully. A big crowd here for Crockett County, and a nice crowd travels here from Ripley. All right, here we go as we line up for the field goal. 38-yard field goal. Now Crockett's going to take a timeout, try to freeze him out.
Cavaliers take a timeout, their final timeout of the half.
Tell you, I wouldn't be surprised to see them throw, but Tyler gets that ball, stand up, and just throw it right over the Maiden. That's what I do, of course. I ain't coaching a long time.
Well, 5.5 seconds to go until halftime. It's 1st down and 10, but the main thing is 1 play left, no timeouts for either side, and Ripley is lined up, and they're going to be attempting about a 38-yard field goal, and we know it's well within his range. The ball is not all the way over on the far hash mark. Well, yeah, it is. It's pretty much on the far hash mark. I thought he was a few feet inside, but he's pretty much on the hash mark, so he's got a little bit of an angle there, but he practices this every day, all day long, so I'd go with the odds, and I believe he can make it.
Oh, yeah.
So here's the big play. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good.
It's good.
No, they say
no good.
Caleb
Wow.
has the distance.
Yeah, it must be a bad angle.
No
It sure
good.
looked good from here.
And that takes us to the end of the first half with the score. Crockett County 21, Ripley 14.
I don't know if he missed it to the right or he had to miss it to the right, because I know it didn't come on the left side, and it was definitely long enough.
Well, I was looking at the umpires up under the field goal, and they really couldn't make up their mind because they went, so anyway.
Well, anyway, so at end of the first half, the score is Crockett County 21, Ripley 14. Back as we get ready for the second half here in Alamo, Tennessee, as the Ripley Tigers are taking on the Crockett County Cavaliers. The halftime score, Ripley 14, Crockett County 21. Now Crockett will get the ball to start the second half. To end the first half, Ripley missed about a 35-yard field goal that looked good from here, but it was called no good. That was the last play of the first half. And we've seen Hawkins kick several here from the 45-yard field goal. So I would say he makes that 8 out of 10 times, but he just didn't make it that time according to what the referee said. And so we're just about ready. Of course, Crockett, again, will get the ball to start the second half, and they have the lead, 21-14.
It could have been nerves getting to Mike.
Well, they called 3 timeouts in a row.
Yeah.
So sometimes that gets in a kicker's head and puts a little too much pressure on him. And at any rate, he missed it, according to the referees. So the score remained 21-14. Ripley getting ready to kick off. Hawkins is going to kick off from the near hash mark. Again, he'll be kicking from the north to the south or from right to left on your radio dial.
I'm just excited to see these Ripley Tigers, Mike, that have they're not giving up, and they come out tonight. We got a little sluggish at times, but they kept the fight.
Well, we played a good second quarter. First quarter, we were kind of up and down in, but second quarter we played really well. And my thought, of course, Boston has been a big part of our passing offense, and of course we had a couple of players that stepped up and took his place. So, I wanted to kind of come up with a slogan: "This ain't no one-man show."
That's exactly right. There ain't no I in team.
That's right. So here comes Hawkins as he gets ready to kick off. It's going to be a long kick, end over end, and it's going to be taken at the 3. He's out to the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25, and the 30, and down at about the 33-yard line.
Josh Owens on the return takes it out to the 33-yard line.
So that's where
First down, Cavaliers.
That's where Crockett will have it to start the third quarter. Again, they have the lead, 21-14.
Defense, the Tigers need to come up and need to get some big plays, and let's stop that misdirection.
Crockett comes to the line of scrimmage, 2 wide outs to either side. Shotgun formation, man in motion. They hand it to the man in motion coming to the near side. It's a sweep. He's got a few blockers out in front of him. The Tigers bring him down after a pickup of about 5.
There's 2 flags on the play, Mike.
And from where they were, it looks like it should be it's a personal foul. Horse collar is going to be against
Ripley.
So that'll tack on some yards. I thought it was going to be
about 15 yards.
I thought it was going to be a hold.
Crockett County.
The Tigers don't need to start this second half making mistakes.
So far, there's no reason to give Crockett County no extra yards. I didn't say who that was that did that.
I didn't either. It was right in the view of this rail here for me. The ball's on the near hash mark. First down and 10. The Cavaliers are at the Ripley 47-yard line. Man in motion, they hand the ball right up. Got no Pratt pulls it back out. He's got the sweep man or the pitch man. He's almost tackled in the backfield, but he breaks loose down the far side for right at a first down.
Josh
I'm going to say he picked up about 11, so it'll be a first down for the Cavaliers.
Another Cavalier first down.
Now, I've got to mention, too, that all the touchdowns tonight for the Ripley Tigers are sponsored by Bank Tennessee. Bank Tennessee donates $25 for every touchdown to the Ripley football program. So thank you for the sponsorship of the touchdowns to Bank Tennessee. Jimmy Weaver and the good folks there supporting Ripley High School athletics. First down and 10, ball to 36-yard line for Crockett County. It's a high snap. He hands it to the fullback right up the gut. He's into the second level, and he is going all the way.
And out goes the Cavalier. He goes 36 yards for the Cavalier touchdown.
So just like that, Crockett gets 7 back as they went right up the gut and basically split the seam on everybody there in the defense, and nobody could get a hand on him. He goes into the end zone untouched to make the score 27-14 as they line up for the PAT. Here's the hold. The kick is up, and it is good. So with 11:02 to go in the third quarter, Crockett now 28, Ripley 14.
Our new score with 11:02 to play in the third quarter. Crockett County 28, Ripley 14.
Tigers might going to have to go back to that. You got to keep an eye on everybody. We played good so far. We don't need to give it up.
Jackson Southside 21, Chester County 7. That's halftime score. Jackson Northside 0, Hardin County 7. Halftime. Huntington 28-0 over Brewston. Halftime score. Lexington 3, Liberty 0, halftime. Ripley gets ready to receive the kickoff. In the first quarter, Henry County 14, Dyer County 0. Here's the kick, and they kick it long this time, and it goes out of, no, it's not going to go out of bounds. It dies at the 9. The Tigers pick it up, go down the far sideline. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at around the 20 or 21-yard line. Second quarter score, Dyersburg 35, Obion County 0. Gibson County 12, Hall 0. It's halftime, or first quarter score.
First and 10, Ripley.
Covington over McNary Central halftime, 21-7. Milan 20-7 over Westview in the first quarter. Bolivar 13, South Gibson 14. And Peabody 21, Union City 7 in the first quarter. Union City could actually start off 0-3 after winning the state championship last year. Ross drops back, wants to throw, looking downfield. He's got a relief valve out here, and he's going to tuck it in and try to get something out of it. He's going to lose several yards. He had squirt right over here on the left-hand side in the flat. And
on the keeper, he's tackled for a loss on the play.
Kept looking downfield. And so the Tigers will lose about 5 on the play, bringing up second down and 15.
Yeah, he had squirt right on his left side there. All he did was just pitch it to him.
Yeah, he was right there. And
second down, 14 Tigers.
He had a lot of green grass in front of him if they could have got it out there to him. 10-20 and counting in the first quarter. So in third quarter, second down and 14. They hand the ball to Squirt coming out this way, trying to get outside, and he is going to be contained. And that's how you play containment. The defensive end there would not allow himself to be blocked in, and he kept going out, and so he basically caused Squirt to try to cut back in. When he did, he lost his footing, and he loses about 3 more yards in the process, bringing up third down and 17. Again, Crockett 28, Ripley 14, 9:40 to go in the third quarter. Big, long third down play here for the Tigers. Third down and 17, ball on the 13-yard line. Ross rolls to his left, looking out, looking, got a man downfield, and it's picked off. And it's picked off and is intercepted back to about the 23-yard line. Ball just underthrown.
He goes out of bounds at the 24-yard line where the Cavaliers will have it 1st and 10.
He had a couple of men open downfield and just didn't quite get it down there to him. It was underthrown and picked off. And I think there's an injured player on the sideline. Crockett County player. No, it is a Ripley player. That's right. They both got on white pants, so it's hard. That's all I could see is the pants.
I wouldn't have noticed if I hadn't seen no Ripley don't need to come out in the second half and start bad paddling now. They've done good.
I'm trying to see who that is. It comes up. That was Ross. And so he leaves under his own power. And again, you know, he's playing both ways. He's playing linebacker and quarterback as well. But he's really favoring that left arm, left shoulder, not moving it as he's going off the field. And I'm glad it's his left one, not his right one, but we can't afford to have him injured because he's not only a big part of the offense, he's a big part of the defense. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for Crockett when play resumes on the 13-yard line after the interception. And I guess Ross was in on the tackle from the interception. So 9:01 to go in the third. Ripley trails 28-14. Crockett has the ball, 1st down and 10 on the 13-yard line. Man in motion. They hand it to the man in motion. He breaks off tackle, breaks it into the secondary, and goes into the end zone. That quick.
And that goes to Trey Reddick. He goes 23 yards for the Cavaliers touchdown.
The Tiger defense just having holes in it all over the place now here to start the second half.
Well, we scored more points than we have all year. The Tigers, they don't need to let up now, Mike. They need to get back in the game.
Crockett now for the PAT. Snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. So with 8:53 to go in the third, we'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with the Crockett County kickoff right after this. The interception and touchdown following the interception on about 3 plays. So with 8:53 to go in the third, Crockett opens up the score 35-14 as they're getting ready to kick off from the far hash mark. Tigers need to do something here on offense. They kick it long again. It's going to be taken, mishandled, but picked up at about the 7. He's coming to the near sideline. He's got a little room. If he breaks it outside, he crosses the 20, the 25, and pushed out of bounds at the 30.
So on the return, Eli Myers on the tackle, taken out to the 29-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Ripley.
I'm starting to wonder if Crockett County could even put him there.
If they what?
If they could even put him there because he's been on the ground the whole night. But that was the first time he kicked it in there.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 for Ripley. Ball at their own 29-yard line. Ross back in at quarterback, 2 wide outs to either side. Moore, the single running back. Quarterback takes a snap. He's looking to throw downfield. He's flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it himself. He steps up and he gets tackled from behind after a pickup of about 2 or 3.
Ross on the keeper. He's tackled by Colby Pruitt. 3-yard pickup on the play. It'll be 2nd down, 7, Ripley.
He's favoring that left arm.
Yeah, I could tell that when he went off on defense. But fortunately, it's not his throwing arm.
Taken by Ripley, their first time out of the half.
So their timeout, we'll take a timeout with them, be back with more Tiger football right after this. 8:19 to go in the third. Crockett 35, Ripley 14.
We got Hunter coming in as quarterback.
Ross does come out. It's the first time we've had a different quarterback in probably 3 years for the Ripley Tigers. So Crowder comes in at quarterback. He's going to have 2 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Moore still in at tailback. The referee's over the ball, holding up play. 2nd down and 7, ball at the 32-yard line. Crowder takes a snap. He hands it off to Squirt, going off the left side, and he picks up
More on the
2.
keeper. Picks up 6 on the play.
So it'll be 3rd down and about 4 for Ripley as we cross the 8-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. I was looking for Ross on the sideline, but I don't see him. I don't know if he's back behind getting some ice or just don't see him on the sideline, so not sure what the situation is with him. Of course, we mentioned earlier Ripley's got about 6 starters out this week before the game started with injuries. Low snap, quarterback takes it, rolls to his right, wanting to throw, pulls it down, being chased, and almost threw into double coverage, but almost some pass interference there too. It was intended for number 23 to Curry. So it'll bring up 4th down and 5 for Ripley at their own 34-yard line with 7:35 to go in the 3rd.
In about 3 minutes to score 2 touchdowns.
Yep.
But we are seeing improvements on the Tiger side too, Mike. I mean, that gets a plus.
They hadn't quit. So Hawkins is going to be standing back at about his 25-yard line. And Crockett not with anybody very deep. He's only standing at his 40. So Hawkins has an opportunity to put it over his head. And a whistle comes in just as the snap comes back. Yep, that's it.
Delay of game penalty against Ripley.
That doesn't help. It was 4th down and 5, and that'll be 4th down and 10. Ball back at the original line of scrimmage at the 29-yard line. Got to keep an eye on that clock. That's the reason they have them in the end zone. Of course, in Hawkins' defense, he hadn't done a lot of punting ever. And the ball is going to hit and just roll and keep rolling for the Tigers as it rolls down to the 36-yard line.
Down to the 36-yard line where the Cavaliers will take over 1st down and 10.
It does. Like I said, Hawkins, this is only probably he punted once already in this game, and only his 2nd punt that I've seen him ever do in a game. So it takes a little bit of getting used to when you're not out there all the time doing the punt and you don't have that internal clock working for you. So we'll cut him a little slack on that. With 7:23 to go in the 3rd. Crockett 35, Ripley 14. As Crockett has the ball, 1st down and 10 at their own 36-yard line. Man in motion. They hand it to the man in motion, going off tackle on the left side. Good stop there by the Ripley Tiger defense right at the line of scrimmage. He's going to fall forward for a couple. He's trying to see, I think it was number 70. That was number 7 and 70, which 7 is Webster and 70 for the Tigers is Keontae Hall. And they stop him after a pickup of about 2, 2nd down and 8.
That was a good stop.
Carver picks up 2 yards on the carry. It's 2nd down, 8 Cavaliers.
And that was another counter, a misdirection play. And so we're gradually seeming to be able to kind of corral those in and get used to the look. We just got to do it on a more consistent basis. Crockett to the line. Man in motion. Quarterback fakes it to him. He's wanting to throw into the flat. It's complete. And he's tackled just right at the 1st down marker.
Move pass complete to Kobe Pruitt.
He was tackled by number 27.
48-yard line, and that will be a Cavalier 1st down.
That was Bradley Johnson. He's a junior that makes the tackle, but he gets right up to the 1st down marker before he's able to bring him down. And they haven't had a lot of success throwing the ball downfield, so they go out into the flat, a little shorter pass, and were able to complete that one. And he had a little cushion and was able to turn it up and pick up the 1st down. 6 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the 3rd. Crockett to the line. Man in motion. Hand the ball off to the fullback. Almost for no gain, but he's going to fall forward again for about 2 yards.
2 on the play.
So it'll be 2nd down and 8 as he goes right up the gut.
You know, last year Crockett County had that big old running back, Jordan Branch. He can do whatever he wanted to.
That's about right. 5:45 to go in the 3rd. Again, Ripley 14, Crockett 35. It's 2nd down and 8, ball on the 49-yard line. Crockett to the line. Man in motion. Hand the ball to the man in motion. The Tigers close it up and do a good job of bringing him down right at the line of scrimmage. And the tackle there made by number 27 for the Ripley Tigers. Again, that was Bradley Johnson. He's a junior.
Tackle by Bradley Johnson for the Tigers. Loss of 1 on the play. It'll be 3rd down 9 for the Cavaliers.
Dresden 39, Lake County 12. Wow. West Carroll 28, Humboldt 0. Crockett to the line. 7 seconds on the time clock. 5. They get the snap off. Quarterback wants to throw. He's throwing it down into the flat, and a hit immediately and brought down after a pickup of about 2. That was number 3, Cedric Mabin on the tackle. A really good open field tackle. And so it's going to bring up 4th down and about 6.
It'll be 4th down and 6.
Well, I don't see any punters coming in. So that means to me that they don't respect the Tigers' defense, and this would be a great place to get a turnover right here, get the ball back at midfield and show them that the defense can stand up and play tall. And it looks like there's going to be a flag against the Tigers, and that's going to give them, they like 6.
Flag on the play,
and
offsides against Ripley.
So that may have been their plan all along, to have a hard snap count, draw the Tigers off, and make it 4th and 1, and then go for it.
4th down and 1 for the Cavaliers.
I actually thought Crockett County jumped.
4 minutes to go in the 3rd. Crockett to the line, 4th down and 1. And they're going for it. Tigers need to stand tall here and stuff them. 5's 4, 3 seconds on the time clock, 2 seconds, 1. That's delay a game right there. Yeah, there we go. So that gets the 5 yards back. I was watching to see if they were going to call that.
Game against the Cavaliers.
So now that puts them back to whether
5-yard penalty.
To see if they want to punt the ball with it being 4th down and 6, or if they want to try to go for it with the down and distance longer. Again, no personnel changes, so it looks like they're going to go for it. And if I was a defense, I'd take it personally that I would want to make them regret not having any respect for my defense.
Well, Crockett has ran that misdirection well tonight, Mike, and I'm sure that's what they're going to go through here.
Crockett comes back to the line with wide outs to either side, and they hand the ball. No, the quarterback is just a tall sweep coming this way. Ripley's got a chance to hem him up, and they don't. He gets down to the 40-yard line.
Trey ready from the carry. He takes it to the 41-yard line and picks up a Cavalier 1st down.
That was holding over here on this left side, the right side for Crockett County.
We had him turned in, but we didn't make the tackle. No flag. 3 minutes and 2 seconds to go in the 3rd. Crockett converts on a 4th down and 6. Quarterback wants to throw, looking long downfield. Intercepted, almost intercepted. Hit number 27 of the Tigers right in the hands. And it should have been picked off, but it falls incomplete. And that was Bradley Johnson. He turned around, the ball hit him right in the hands, right above his helmet. And it falls incomplete, so it'll be 2nd down and 10.
I think they've made one pass and not have it down the field.
That's a missed opportunity for the Tigers. I don't think so. Not down the field. Second and 10 at the 41-yard line for Crockett. Man in motion. The quarterback pulls it out. He turns it up himself. He's in the secondary. Hit hard at the 35-yard line.
Luke Brown, the quarterback,
jumps up.
6 on the play.
And that was a tackle was made by number 27 of the Tigers, Bradley Johnson.
4 for the Cavaliers.
At 27 for the Tigers. All over that.
3rd and 4 at the 35-yard line for Crockett. 2:11 to go in the 3rd. Tigers in a 5-3 defense, or 4-3 defense. They go right off the left side. He's got a hole, but it closes up quickly, but not before he gets the first down. And he didn't want to go down.
He takes it down to the 26-yard line, and that is a Cavalier first down.
We had him stopped at the 30, which was enough for the first down, but then he just kept fighting and didn't get off and knocked off his feet until he got down to about the 26 or 7-yard line. So it'll be first down and 10 again for Crockett with 1:40 to go in the third. They have the ball in the lead, 35-14. There's the snap, and it's a misdirection play, and it goes off the right side to the left and slung down after a pickup of about 8.
Josh Owens on the carry, pickup of 8 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 2.
So that puts the ball down at around the 20-yard line. Back nose of the ball almost touching the 20. 2nd down and a long 2, short 3. Right under a minute to go in the third. Man in motion, the hint to the man in motion. And he's hit there hard by the Ripley Tigers as he is close to the first down mark, but looks like he's short to me. So it will be third and about a yard.
Close to the end of this third quarter, too.
3rd down and 1 now for the Cavaliers.
30 seconds to go and 20 on the time clock, so they'll have to run one play. Crockett to the line, 3rd down and 1 from the 18. Man in motion, going right up the gut. He's got the first down. He didn't need but a yard. He got about
on the carry. He takes it down to the 16.
He picks up a couple, and so the time did stop with 11.3 seconds.
That is enough for a Cavalier first down.
To move the clock, and so that's they're going to let the time run out. And so that's going to be the last play of the third quarter. At the end of 3, it's Crockett County 35, Ripley 14.
That is going to be the
we'll be back
of the third
with the
quarter
fourth and final quarter right after this. The score, Ripley 14, Crockett County 35.
I'd like to remind you that following tonight's fourth quarter, it's the 5th quarter at the Alamo Church of Christ. A Crockett County tradition for 21 years now. Food, fun, and fellowship following tonight's game at the Alamo Church of Christ. The 5th quarter.
Pratt brings his team to the line. Wide outs to either side. Man in motion. And the quarterback pulls it out. He's going to be sacked in the backfield by number 56 of the Tigers. Hits him for about a 4 or 5 yard loss. Number 56 for the Tigers.
Sacked on the play by Tyler Rogers.
Is Rogers. He's a senior, 6'1", 270.
5-yard loss. 2nd down, 15.
Hits him back at the 21. So it'll be 2nd down and 15 for the Tigers. Or for the Chargers.
Pratt's been sacked a few times tonight.
Yeah, he has. I mean, you can tell he's young. He brings his team back to the line again. He hands it, no, he pulls it back out, and then he's going to option. He's going to turn it up himself, and nobody's going to touch it. And that's just a good read.
On the quarterback keeper, he goes 21 yards for the Cavalier touchdown.
And that's just a good read by Pratt. He pulled the ball out, which he should have, because we kind of caved down on the dive man. But we had the pitch man covered, but we never accounted for him. Of course, their downfield wideouts were blocking downfield and just left him a big wide alley there to run down. He was never touched. Here's the PAT. It's up and good. So with 11-12. Ready for the kickoff now. The Cavaliers following their touchdown to open up the score now, 42-14. Here's the kick. It's a low driving kick. It's going to be taken at the 10-yard line by Squirt. He's across the 15, the 20, going to the far side. He's got the 25, trying to break it outside. He's crazy for 35. He's got one man to beat. He's at the 40. He splits them and gets down to the 25 and the 20 and all the way down to the 16-yard line as Squirt squirted through several of the defenders. I think I'd have him back there
every time,
catching kickoffs and punts.
And some good blocking by the Ripley Tigers on that possession,
To
too.
the 17-yard line of the Cavaliers, where Ripley has it 1st and 10.
Scotts Hill 13, East Hickman 6. Beach 14, Glen Cliff 0. Jackson Northside 0. Hardin County 7. Huntington 28, Brewston 0. Liberty 0. Lexington 3. That's still a halftime score. Trinity, TCA 21, Adamsville 7. Houston 21, Arlington 7. Here's the snap. The Tigers hand it off to Squirt, trying to go up the middle. Not much doing there. He might have picked up a yard.
I'm going to say this, Mike. We've got to get a better push on that offensive line.
Always.
We're soft. We're just real soft.
Bartlett 13, Collierville 24, Henry County 14, Dyer County 0, Dyersburg 35, O'Brien 0, Halls 0, Gibson County 12. A lot of these scores haven't been updated since halftime. USJ 0, Haywood 33, West Carroll 28, Humboldt 0, Covington 21-7 over McNary. Quarterback takes a snap, hands it off to his running back, and they hit at about a yard pickup. And again, that's Crowder in, and he handed it off to Baum, and he picks up about a yard.
Gage Baum on the carry.
So it's going to be still 3rd down and about 9 for the Tigers. If the Tigers don't get it here, I would attempt another field goal. Milan 37, Westview 21, Bolivar 13, South Gibson 14, Peabody 28, Union City 14, Millington 7, Germantown 48, Munford 19, Memphis Overton 0, Whitehaven 27, Cordova 7. Quarterback's looking to throw downfield, looking flushed out of the pocket, rolls back to his right, going to turn it up and run. He's across the 5 and down to the 3. He's got the 1st down and more. He's going to be at about the 3 or 4 yard line.
Crowder takes it down inside the 5 to the 3.
So it'll be a 1st down for the Tigers.
Goal, Ripley.
The Tigers will have it, 1st down and goal. Nice run there by Crowder.
Yes, it was. Hunter just, when he seen he didn't have anything, he just tucked it in, Mike, and took off. Good run by Hunter Crowder.
9 minutes to go in the 4th, 42-14.
If we can get a big push here on this front line, get that ball in the end zone.
2-man backfield. They hand it off to Baum, going off the left side. He's hitting the backfield. And he's going to be hit for about a yard loss. And they came from the far side. He was running to the left side.
Was a tackle for the Cavaliers.
And they come in from the right side.
Also won on the play. It'll be 2nd down goal.
So 2nd goal from the 4.
Yeah, Barnes got hit hard.
He did. Now they bring Squirt back in. And number 5 is also in. That's Dylan Jones. He's a sophomore. He's the fullback.
There's a lot of freshmen, juniors, sophomores playing out there tonight.
Crowder takes the snap. He's wanting to throw. He throws it, has a man, and it goes in and out of the hands of number 23. And that is Curry.
Brings up 3rd down and goal now for the Tigers.
So it's 3rd and goal from the 4, and it went right through the hands of Curry. He had in the end zone. He had pretty good coverage, but it was a really good pass.
Yes, it was.
And just couldn't come down with it. .805 as the clock stops with an incompletion. Big 3rd down play here for the Tigers. There's the snap. They hand it off to Squirt, and he gets into the end zone.
Handoff goes to Miller, and Miller goes in for the Ripley touchdown.
So number 11, Squirt, Cordarian Moore, goes in for the touchdown to make the score now Ripley 20 and Crockett 42. And that's one thing I'll say again for the Tigers, they're not giving up. They hadn't just quit because they're behind.
That's right. Normally in times past, when it got up 21-point lead or whatever, we just lay down and let them do what they wanted to.
They may not win this game, but they're not quitting, and
Exactly
I'm proud to see. And these are a lot of young guys that are doing this. So we've got Hawkins back as he's lined up for the PAT with 8:01 to go, and the PAT is good. So the score now 21-42. Crockett over Ripley. 8 minutes to go in the ball game. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back with the Ripley kickoff right after this. 8 minutes and 1 second to go in the ball game as Ripley caps off a scoring drive to close the gap, 21-42. Again, 8:01 to go in the ball game. Ripley kicking off from the far hash mark. Hawkins handling the kicking duties for the Tigers. And it looks to me, by the way he's got the ball, the Tigers are going for an onside kick. And looks like the Crockett's expecting nobody back deep and everybody over on this side. So everybody's anticipating this. And they do a good job of covering it. They cover it at the 49-yard line. So it goes 11 yards, 1 yard further than it has to be a legal kick. And so that gives Crockett a good field position, but I have to say I give it to the coaches for trying. You got to try something.
That onside kick.
When it's 8 minutes to go in the ball game, you're down by 21. You got to try something. Pull out all the stops.
Have a first down and 10.
Let me say this: us being down 21 points to Crockett County, we having to play a lot of sophomores and juniors. You got to give kudos to the kids.
No doubt.
You know.
I agree.
And all Crockett doing is misdirection stuff.
Crockett to the line. Hand the ball straight up the gut. And he is brought down until he picks up about 6. He's going to be at the 45-yard line. Pickup of 6. 7:40 and counting here in the fourth and final quarter. The Tigers on the road here in Alamo, Crockett County. First district game of the season.
And it's been a good game.
It has.
You know, just take back the few mistakes that we made, and it's the score's a whole lot closer than what it is now.
It's been exciting. Tigers haven't given up. They've made some big plays and just hadn't made enough of them, but still made good plays. Man in motion for Crockett. They hand the ball right up the gut and hit, and he still falls forward for close to a first down. He may be just about a yard short, depending on the spot.
He takes it to the 42-yard line.
It'll be 3rd and 1.
It'll be 3rd down and 1 for the Cavaliers.
What Crew's doing, when he hits that line, Mike, he is turning sideways, and he just keeps pushing himself.
Yeah, well, and the reason he's doing it because had nobody really lowered the boom on him yet. If somebody put a helmet in his ribs, he'd quit doing that.
Yeah.
3rd down and 1. Going around the right side, and he has got the first down as he crosses the 40 down to about the 38-yard line.
39, and he picks up a Cavalier first down.
Again, that last touchdown brought to you by the Bank Tennessee as they sponsor the Ripley High School touchdowns and donate $25 to the Ripley football program. Also, our sponsors for tonight: Mills Food Plaza, Norman Hendren Manor at Mount Carmel, Thornton's Furniture, McDonald's, Cannell's Body Shop, SDG Primary Care, Quality Care, Best One Tire in Jackson and Brownsville, Bank of Ripley, Lauderdale Lumber and Hardware, Tennessee Lottery. Crockett takes the ball, he runs it off the left side. He's got some room, and he's got a block, and he trips and falls.
On the carry,
About the 20-yard
line. Pickup of 16 yards and another Cavalier first down.
Crockett's wide out and lead blockers just doing a good job of blocking downfield. And so that gets them in position for a first down. It's going to be 1st down and 10, ball on the 23-yard line. Triple T Tire, 2 locations in Dyersburg, SDT Contractors, West Tennessee Expediting, JST Trucking, and Komatsu. Thank you to all the sponsors that make this game possible tonight to be broadcast on the air. Support the people that support the Tigers, and always remember the Booster Club. Man in motion for Crockett. They hand it off the right side, and he's stuffed at the line of scrimmage. First there, stopped by a host of Tigers. One of the first Tigers there was number 56, Tyler Rogers. And they get him for about
no gain on
the line of scrimmage.
2nd down for the Cavaliers.
It'll be 2nd down and 10.
That that number 34 took a lead tonight by that front line of Ripley. Now we've let him get through a few times.
Yeah, you're right.
But I'm like you. I'm just glad to see some improvement.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, getting better. You know, if you keep getting better, you'll beat some teams. You just can't be regressing and going backwards. 5:50 to go in the ball game. Second down and 10 for Crockett at their own 23, or it's Tiger 23. And the ball off the left side, and he's hit short of the 20-yard line. Pickup of about 3.
All Crockett's doing now just playing ball control.
Third down and 8 for the Cavaliers.
That's what they're good at.
Yeah, I mean, they do that the whole game. They just eat the clock up and control. As long as you got the ball, it's hard for somebody else to score. Third down and 8, ball on the 21-yard line. 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the ball game. Crockett to the line. And the ball off the right side. He's into the second level. He breaks outside. He's going to go in for a touchdown. 21-yard touchdown.
On the carry. He goes 21 yards for the Cavalier touchdown.
So the Tigers defense still has holes in it. You know, of course, I know we're missing those 2 big, huge linebackers. And you got 260-pound and a 280-pound linebacker that are missing out of the middle. That's a big hole, but somebody's got to step up and fill it as they line up for the PAT with 4 minutes to go.
Well, these young Kitty Cats tonight that's coming in, they're getting their experience.
They are. Snap, hold, the kick is up and good. So with 4 minutes to go in the ball game, 49-21.
4:01 to play in the fourth quarter. Crockett County 49, Ripley 21.
We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back more with Tiger football right after this. Four minutes to go in the ball game after a Crockett County touchdown. They're kicking off from the near hash mark. Kicking off from right to left on your radio dial. 49-21 Crockett. It's skimming along the ground. It's going to be taken at the 21-yard line. He goes off to the left side. He's across the 20 and the 25 and the 30. He's into some daylight. He's across midfield. He crosses the 30 and down to about the 25-yard line.
On the return.
We've had the last 2 kickoff returns have been fantastic.
Yeah, if we would just stop and trying to make a cut, just keep running the ball. Put the shoulder down and not slap out somebody's mouth.
3:48 to go. The Tigers will have the ball first down and 10 at the Cavalier 20. Looks like the ball will be at the 28-yard line. Crowder still in at quarterback for the Tigers. Cordarian Moore at tailback. 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Takes the snap, hands it off to Moore, trying to get outside on the right side. And he gets across the 30 and down back to probably about the line of scrimmage where he's shoved out of bounds. That'll stop the clock with 3:40 to go. And second down, and they gave him about a yard, so second down and 9 for the Tigers.
Tell you what we're doing, and I've seen it over here a couple times tonight. We're giving up on all blocks. We're holding him, and then we're just letting him go. You got to hold that man.
So you got to stay in front of him to be able to hold him. So it's not a holding, and you're just not moving your feet. It's the footwork. 3:40 as Ripley comes to the line, second down and 10. Hunter wants to throw, looking downfield, flushed out of the pocket, goes to his left, and he's looking downfield, still wanting to throw, and he's got to get rid of that ball. Now he's going to run it. He cuts back across the middle of the field and picks up about 4, but a flag comes in.
On the keeper.
And where that flag is makes me think it's going to be a holding call. When you run around like that back there, especially at that position, you give them a chance to hold.
Blocking the back.
I couldn't tell. So, especially a quarterback changes his direction several times, if you're chasing somebody or you're in front of them and they turn their back to you and you can't stop and you're going to get a block in the back. And that's what happened there. It moves the ball back to the 46-yard line.
Second down and 26.
Second down and a long way. Second down and a mile. Hunter up to the line. Him and Squirt. Squirt's a safety valve over here. Now he swings it out to him, and he couldn't hang on to it and pick the ball up. It looked to me like that was a forward pass. They're going to say it was a lateral. And with that lateral, he does pick it up, but he's going to lose back to the 48-yard line, back across the 50.
A lateral some more.
That's another thing.
Back to the 48-yard line.
You got to make sure when you throw that ball out on the swing pass, you've got to throw it in front of the man. You've got to throw it forward and not sideways, and especially not backwards. If Moore hadn't had the thought to pick that ball up, they could have scooped it up and ran it back for a touchdown. But it puts the Tigers in a 3rd and 34 situation.
We got this.
I hope we do. 2 wide outs to either side. Squirt in the backfield by himself. And they hand the ball off to Squirt. Gets off the left side, breaks it back outside. He's across the 50, the 40, about the 47-yard line where he's going to be tackled. It's going to be 4th down.
Tackle by the Cavaliers. Webb.
But I have to say, I think Crowder's done a good job to come in off the bench and to be first time in a game that I've seen come in at quarterback. Now we're actually going to attempt a 60-something yard field goal here. Coach said he said we're going to do this one time this year and everybody's going to freak out because we're even trying it. No, they're take it back. They're going to punt. But he said we're going to try a long field goal sometime this year. People are going to think we're crazy when we do it. And he said they're really going to freak out when he makes it. But here's the punt. And a really good punt is it's going to hit nobody back. It hits at the 20 and rolls down and out of bounds at the 10. But anyway, as I was saying, a lot of these young guys have come in and done a good job. Good job considering. They haven't come in and been heroes, but you don't expect someone to come in and be a hero. That's their first time to come in and start at a ball game in that position. And so 2 or 3 of the biggest things that I take from this game is, number 1, we didn't quit. That's number 1 for me. And number 2, of course, we've got at least 6 starters that are out from injury. And the other thing is we've got a lot of young underclassmen that are good ball players, very athletic.
And that's to build on.
Yeah, exactly. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go. 21-49 to score. Crockett with the ball. They hand the ball right up the gut, and he breaks out to the 20-yard line, pickup of about 9. Crockett still got all their starters in. Right under the 2-minute mark, 2nd down and 1 for Crockett.
Miller on the carry. Gain of 9 yards on the play.
I still believe Ripley going to win some ball games this year, Mike.
I do too.
Because
we're getting better.
We're getting better.
$1:39 to go. Crockett milking the clock. Man in motion. They hand it to the man in motion. He breaks it outside on the right. Pickup of about 4, but it's enough for the first down as they cross the 25-yard line to about the 26.
Takes it to the 25 and picks up the Cavalier. First down.
$1:17 and counting. First down and 10 for Crockett. Again, the score 49-21. Crockett in victory formation now. Time clock down, play clock down to 5. And they kneel on it, and they'll have to kneel one more time. And this game will be history. It'll be in the books. But not a runaway, not in the mercy rule, and playing a solid Crockett County team. The Tigers they've made their share of mistakes, the youthful mistakes. we've got our big defender or our big wide receiver out that had about 100 yards in the last game, and he only played half. And in the first game, he didn't play much over half, and he had close to 100 yards in that
The final
game.
play of the game with our score: Crockett County 49, Ripley 21.
Crockett's going to end up with the win here, 49-21. But a big positive here for the Tigers is the Ripley Tigers are getting better, and they're not quitting. And they've got a lot of young players that have a lot of heart, and they're working hard. And I think that's the sign that we're headed in the right direction.
The Lexington Tigers at Cavalier Stadium.
And the thing about that too, Mike, is that we're going to win some ball games. Like you said, we got some things that we got to work on, and all hats go off to Hunter Crowder for coming in for Tyler, and he did an excellent job coming in. So next week the Tigers will play Dyer County at home. I believe that's right.
That's right. So next week will be the second home game for the Ripley Tigers. They'll be at Tiny Stadium hosting Dyer County Choctaws. So make your plans now to be in Ripley next week. Let's have a great crowd and show these Tigers that we're supporting them, and we're proud that they're not giving up. And so that's going to be it here from Cavalier Stadium. Ripley Tigers final score 21 and Crockett County 49.